6:15, time now to say good morning to Kris McCusker, who is filling in for Mike Eppel this Thursday morning. Good morning, Kris.
Good morning. How are you, Tammy?
I am good. Me and you, Christmas colors.
I know.
just, oh, wait, today is August 25th, actually. So we are how many months away? 4 months from?
4 months.
We're 4 months away from Christmas. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Christmas countdown.
Christmas.
Boo. Sorry
Christmas
about that.
and snow. Don't forget the snow.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, business
Anyway.
news now. Better news. Better news when it comes to business. A big economic forum starting today. We'll begin with that.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people pay super close attention to this, but it's going to be somewhat relevant this year. This is the Jackson Hole Economic Forum. It actually kicks off today, but really in the spotlight is this speech by the U.S. Fed chair that's set for tomorrow. Investors hoping to get some insight on the interest rate path in the U.S. going forward. Of course, this is a global phenomenon, this higher inflation that we're seeing, and that is prompting central banks to hike interest rates. We are seeing U.S. futures markets moving higher this morning. There was a stimulus announcement out of China, so that's providing a lift, and then some better than expected data out of Germany. The price for oil, I saw you did that pretty extensive story on gas prices. The price for oil, little changed at the moment. It was close to a 3-week high. We saw a big drawdown in U.S. crude supplies last week, so that provided a lift yesterday. Natural gas actually hit $10 briefly yesterday for the first time since July of 2008. And Tammy, I have a bonus story for you. In the last few minutes, starting to get details of the earnings report from CIBC. So earnings per share for the third quarter did beat expectations. It worked out to $1.85. $1.83 was expected. Net income at $1.67 billion. And then TD Bank still set to report earnings today.
Okay, so hopefully that's good news for the rest of us in terms of those banks keeping interest rates at a certain level as well. Of course, with the Bank of Canada coming out with further hikes likely in the next few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Next, disappointing outlook, though, from one of the big chip makers in the world.
Yeah, and we've got shares in Nvidia in the red in pre-market trade. The company did warn earlier this month that sales were slipping, and now it's given a disappointing forecast. So pretty much confirming that earlier prediction. And this is only adding to signs of weakness in the semiconductor industry. Fiscal third quarter revenue will be about $5.9 billion, according to the company. The average estimate was $6.9 billion. So this probably means the tech slump will continue after that massive run up during COVID. Sales of data center chips did hit a record at Nvidia last quarter. Now, sales in the current quarter worked out to $6.7 billion, up 3% from the prior year, and that was in line with expectations. Shares in Nvidia down 41% so far this year. And this is really an interesting story from a lot of companies. A big uptick in demand. Remember, everybody wanted computers when the pandemic first hit, and chips were hard to come by, and now that's kind of petering out.
All right. Only about 30 seconds left here, Kris, but we know the rent has been high and it's just going higher.
Yeah, everything costs more. That's the bottom line here, Tammy. So the average monthly rents in the GTA have jumped by $400 in the last year. The average rent in Toronto up by 25% year over year. This is according to the latest data from Bullpen Research and Consulting and TorontoRentals.com. Now, demand for rentals is especially highest in downtown Toronto. And then going forward, there is this expectation for more rent increases, in part because fall marks the strongest demand during a typical year. So like almost everything else, rent's going up too.
Going up. Everyone looking for those new spaces when they're heading off to school too, all right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kris, thank you so much. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, you too.